So it goes with sexed enjoyment. 2 poles, multiple gaps, and 0 wholeness. Check out page 8 of Seminar 20. Helps us get a better sense of what's going on here. Here then is the statement, a topic that's going to become central in a moment, of the status of jouissance insofar as it is sexual. For one pole, jouissance is marked by the whole that leaves it no other path than that of phallic jouissance. This is the masculine pole. For the other pole, the feminine pole, can something be attained that would tell us how that which up until now has only been a fault or gap in jouissance could be realized? It's a wager. It's a question. But the point remains. Between masculine incompletion, that cookie with a bite taken out of it, and feminine compartmentalization, the circle whose intersection with phallic jouissance allows only part to appear. What we see is a gap or a fault in jouissance. And note Bruce's translator's footnote here. It's not a bad thing. It's a gappy thing. So much the worse also for narcissistic love. That narcissistic Aristophanic sense of love we talked about that Lacan targets in the opening chapter of Seminar 20, it takes root in this gap between masculine incompletion and feminine compartmentalization. However, this is also where it withers on its own vine. Between masculine logics of having, the phallus, and feminine logics of being it, there is an impasse whose soil is harsh, rocky, beset by birds, some Old Testament shit happening there in that impasse. Yet another reason, I think, we should understand love as impotent. Notice how Lacan sets this up. The impotence he's talking about is not that which we've discussed as impotentiality ever since our series on Seminar 17. It's a different kind of impotence, a more basic kind of impotence, like the more basic kind of love to which it refers, narcissistic love. Narcissistic love, even and especially when mutual, desires oneness, but discovers harsh impossibility instead. That's why Lacan puts impotence in its bailiwick on page 6. Love, narcissistic, naive love, is impotent, though mutual, he says, because it is not aware that it is but the desire to be one, which leads us to the impossibility of establishing the relationship between them two. The relationship between them two what? Them two sexes. Make no mistake, in the field of phallic enjoyment, whether we're seeking oneness with ourselves or oneness with another, failure abounds. Phallic jouissance is always ultimately failed jouissance.